guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jimothy. Now, it was brought to my attention by one of the subscribers, you beautiful subscribers, that I made a bit of a misplay in my Megalith test hands. So what I decided to do was actually go over a revised list for the deck as well as a test hand. So I won't be going through every single card in the deck and their effects, just some of the cards that I've teched in and some of the choices that I've made in terms of why I've taken cards out. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get straight into the deck profile. So starting us off, we are running double Megalith Haggith. So I was originally running this at 3, now I'm only running it at 2. Basically what it allows you to do is search for a Megalith spell or trap. I'm running that at 2 just because I wanted to reduce the consistency of seeing these level 4s in hand. So I've only run it at 2, just in case one gets stopped, you've always got the option to go into another one. Next, for the same reason, we're running double Megalith Ophiel. For the same reason, this searches a Megalith monster, depending on what you need. And for most intents and purposes, we only really need 2 as well, just to get the double search off if one of them gets stuck for whatever reason. So yeah, Megalith Ophiel's at 2. Next, we are still running the triple Megalith Arch. I want to see this in hand. I want to play on my opponent's turn. Being able to hard draw this is never a bad thing. So yeah, that's why I'm playing it at 3. Next, for the bigger Megaliths, I'm still maxing out on these because these act as my ritual summoning cards. Triple Megalith Fire Leg, big boost. Boosts all your monsters, unfilled ritual monsters by 300 equal to the number of ritual monsters in graveyard. So definitely a 3 of. Can be a bit of a beat stick. That's basically all it does. Also running triple Megalith Bethor. I love seeing this card. I love ritual summoning on my opponent's turn and popping cards equal to the number of ritual monsters in my graveyard. This card is hella aggressive, hence why I like it so much. So still running him at 3, still can use it to ritual summon. Next, we are still running triple Megalith Aratron. This allows you also to play it on your opponent's turn by discarding itself for cost as a quick effect, being able to ritual summon on your opponent's turn. So very good card, still running at 3. Also has some inbuilt protection as well as recursion. So yeah, definitely a 3 of in my opinion. Next, for the non-Megalith ritual monsters, we are still running the 1 Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, the 1 Necros of Unicorn, and the 1 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. These effectively can be a little bit of a win condition, specifically these 2. This is just a hard no to your opponent's extra deck. This is just a big beat stick that is very difficult to get rid of and very aggressive. And Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, it is to deal with those pesky back row players because it blows away all the spells and traps. So still running those guys, still very useful. I'm also running 1, let me pronounce this correctly, Amorphactor Pain the Imagination Draco Lord. What a mouthful that is. So when this card is ritual summoned, your opponent skips their main phase 1. As simple as that, ladies and gents. It also has a secondary effect that we're not going to use because we don't run the card that it searches for when it leaves the field. But the fact that they skip their main phase 1, ladies and gents, is absolutely crazy. So yeah, hence why I'm running that. Next, for the incantation, we are running the 1 Incantation Chalice Slime. Fantastic card, can reveal it, discard a card, special summon incantation monster from your deck. Definitely a 1 of. Also a Preparation of Rites search because it's a level 7. Still running the 2 Incantation Talismandra. So Talismandra basically here allows you to get a, well, as well as special summoning an incantation monster, you can search for a ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So I was considering bumping this up to 3, but like I said, 2 at the moment is still working for me. So yeah. We're also playing double incantation Pencil Plume. So this, as well as Talismandra, allows for some recursion. So this is recursion from your graveyard as well as getting monsters on field for tribute for that. So yeah. Next, for the normal summon of the deck, we are running, obviously still running triple Manju of the 10,000 hands. Not much needs to be said about Manju. I reduced the other level 4s basically because I wanted to see this more, and I wanted to see my level 8s more to be able to ritual summon from hand. So yeah, triple Manju. Next, still running my spicy tech, Lich Lord of the King of the Underworld. This card is still fantastic, still just free ritual fodder. Bounces back to your hand every time you use it, every time it's tributed and sent to the graveyard. So fantastic card. Now we're also running 1 block dragon. I was originally running it at 2, but because we can make Gallic Granite, we can search this out and just continue to cycle this card. This card's fantastic in this deck. Any rock based deck, you're gonna see block dragon basically, and it's actually running rare in Adamanticators. So yeah. Next for the spells and traps, have not changed much. Still running the double Megalith portal, still at 2, just in case one gets Cosmic Cyclone, which is popular right now. You've got another one to fall back on. We are also running the triple Preparation of Rites. This is nice level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand. As simple as that, not once per turn. Specifically, you're going to be looking for Incantation, Chalice Slime, just to continue with your plays, or any of your level 4 Megalith monsters. Still running double, or should I say single, execution of the contract. So basically, if you've got a monster on field or ritual monster on field, you can equip this card to that ritual monster, reveal 1 card in your hand, and then the monster on field becomes the level of the ritual monster you basically show to your opponent. So it basically allows for a 1 card ritual summon. Still running it at 1. I did have it at 2, but it's a little bit cluggy, and we can ritual summon pretty easy in this deck. So I just thought I'd put it to 1, but it's still useful in a pinch. 1 extra foolish burial goods for Herald of the Archetype. 1 fulfillment of the contract, basically a monster reborn for a ritual monster in my graveyard. Bring back Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, bring back Necros of Unicorn, bring back any of my Megalith monsters, and then pop off with plays from there. Really good card. This probably would be something that I would look to bump up, but like I said, testing is a bit slow at the moment, so definitely a one-off in my opinion. We're also still running the 1 Raigeki and the 1 Called by the Grave. Yeah, fantastic card, Raigeki. I'm going to start using it a lot more because it catches a number of players off guard. And finally, for my 2 traps, we are running double Megalith Emergence. Again, same reason as I run Megalith Portal. If one gets popped or blown up, I've still got another one to fall back on, and it's quite useful because it's a monster reborn, allows you to continue playing on your opponent's turn. Next, for the extra deck, pretty simple. For the links, we are running 1 Arsa the Earth Charmer, 1 Mrs. Radiant, and 1 Neptithis the Sacred Flame. Again, this is another win condition, ladies and gents. If you link summon this with 3 ritual monsters, cannot be targeted by card effects, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and its attack goes up to 4,800. Fantastic card. Again, win condition. It's kind of like a win more card, but nevertheless, it's there if need be. Mrs. Radiant and also the Earth Chime don't really need no introduction, just generic Earth support basically. Still running the 1 Gallic Granite, the 1 Tornado Dragon, and the 1 Herald of Arc-Light. I am waiting on a few more extra deck monsters, which I will hopefully get a hold of. Like I said previously, mail at the moment is really slow because of the crush card virus, so yeah. So anyway, ladies and gents, that is the deck. Let's get straight into a test hand. Okay, so let's shuffle these up again. Now, doing the test hand's interesting. You kind of see your thought process, and I made a little bit of a mistake on my previous test hand that I did on Megaliths, which was I actually added a level 8 ritual monster using Preparation of Rites, which is something that you cannot do. So that was a little bit of a misplay by me, hence why we're going to do it properly this time. So let me just give these guys a good shuffle up here. Make sure you guys can see that I'm not trying to stack the deck in any way whatsoever. Okay. So we have, oops, messing this up. 1 Megalith Emergence, 1 Megalith Bethor, fantastic start. We just need a level 4 now. Oh, 1 Manju of the 10,000 hands, nice and simple. 1 Black Dragon, ooh, hard draw the Black Dragon, nice. And 1 Megalith Arch. Now this is looking pretty spicy, ladies and gents, if I do say so myself. So first and foremost, okay, so I would normal summon Manju. Let's put these over here for a minute. So I'd normal summon Manju. Manju's gonna allow me to search, and in this instance I'm kind of looking for the field spell because we've drawn Emergence. So in that case I should be looking for Haggith. If I can find it here. There it is. So add Haggith to hand. My opponent a chance to cut. Okay, so this is our hand, ladies and gents. In this instance, I would pitch Megalith Bethor to the graveyard to ritual summon into my Haggith by using 10,000 hands as the full tribute. Special summon at Haggith. When Haggith is ritual summon, I get to add a Megalith spell or trap from deck to hand. So in this case, I'm looking for the field spell. So when we can find it, there it is, Megalith Portal. Real easy. Okay. That down. Straight away I would activate Portal. I will set my Megalith Emergence just so I don't forget that. I've got that. So this is my hand, ladies and gents. So now I would activate Haggith's ability to special summon Arch to the field. So he goes to graveyard. Because my, put that in defense position. Because my Megalith Portal is active and I've ritual summoned, I can add a Megalith from graveyard to hand. So in this instance I would definitely add back my Bethor. And then I get to, chain link 1, chain link 2. So chain link 2, add back Bethor, chain link 1, Megalith Arch. So I get to draw a card. Ooh, decisions. And then I got to discard a card. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I would discard my Bethor in this instance. Then, wow. Sorry, Bethor goes, actually, do I want to do that? No. This is a nice option, ladies and gents, but I believe the pop-in 5 would probably allow it to be a bit more useful. So in this instance, I would send the Immorph Factor to the graveyard, and I would keep this as my hand. So this would be the ending board for now, ladies and gents. We've got a Megalith Arch on field. We've got the Megalith Portal field spell. We've also got Black Dragon in hand, and we've also got a Megalith Emergence set. So my opponent would then draw for turn. I let my opponent do a few plays depending on when they activate it. When they're in a crucial choke point, I could flip my Emergence. That would allow me to get Megalith Haggith back on board. So I got another bit of a defensive wall. And then decisions, depending on where my opponent is in their combo, I would using Arch's ability, ritual summon my Megalith Bethor, which would trigger the field spell. So I'd go field spell, chain link 1, Bethor, chain link 2. So resolving backwards, Bethor would pop 3 cards because I got 3 ritual monsters in graveyard. So 1, 2, 3, three of your opponent's threats gone there and then. And then my Megalith portal will allow me to add a Megalith monster back from the graveyard, which is most likely going to be my Arch. So Arch can go back to the hand, and I've got Megalith Hagith on board. So yeah, that will be my turn 1 play, ladies and gents. With the hand I've got, you could have played it slightly differently, but obviously it's depending on what's in front of you. I mean, you could have pitched Block Dragon to the graveyard and then potentially got a search, depending on what kind of board your opponent, or what kind of player your opponent is. But it depends. It's highly dependent on what they're playing, but this is typically where I would leave it, ladies and gents. So we find ourselves at the end of another video. As always, if you do like this content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.